Back to North Carolina for the exciting final of the USCA Golf Croquet National Championships. Of the 15 or 20 clubs in the mountains west of Asheville, 4 have gotten together to put on these nationals. Sapphire Valley, Chattooga, High Hampton, and today Highlands Falls. We zoom in on Highlands Falls and you can see that they have a gorgeous croquet lawn to the left of the parking lot there that can handle 2 courts that look like this from Brian Hovis's drone the morning of the semifinals when Shesrif Abdelwahab beat Blake Fields 2-0 and Matthew Essick won over Tom Balding 2-1. So now those two meet in the final later the same day when the shadows are gone. It's a little cloudier. That white 10 on court 1 is where Brian is set up, and Paul is up on the hillside off of corner 4. This again is the USCA Golf Croquet National Championships in May of 2022. Takes a crowd to put this on. Jeff Sue is the tournament director, ably assisted by Eileen Sue and by Michael Albert. Michael is the tournament manager, and again, the videographers are Brian with some assistance from Paul on this one. This event and this channel are both sponsored by the United States Croquet Association, where you can get everything you need to know about this great sport of ours, whether it's golf croquet, AC, U.S. rules, or even 9-wicket. And now game 3 to decide the national champion. They're waiting a few minutes for adjustments to hoop 2. And this is how those quadways get put in the morning.
You know what I'm saying?
He's picking up what's called a dibber in the Commonwealth and a dibble here. Only the gardeners will care. The flat-sided carrots on the quadways then fit perfectly into those holes, and the clearance on the hoop is adjusted by rotating the stanchion because the carrots are mounted asymmetrically, so you can achieve several different precise clearances. These are set nominally at a 1/16 of an inch.
I can't fix that.
And I'm pretty sure that device had a precursor in some medieval torture chamber. Shesrif Abdelwahab on the right won game 1. Far more handily than I would have expected was possible over Matthew. Massive clearances. He hit a hammer shot, I think. And then, if that was shocking, game 2 was unbelievable. Matthew was in a zone around the hoops and just couldn't be beaten. So we have 2 lopsided games to get to this situation. Let's see what the final holds. Loser of the last game gets to choose. Matthew won it with yellow, so Shesrif starts with blue. Matthew sprinting after that ball because this is where it's going. Over that wall and down the hill behind Brian's tent. If Black's in contact with the stanchion, he might be able to knock it loose. Your tournament director, Jeff Sue, is also a Class 1 referee in all three major disciplines and is the tournament referee for this event, which he has won at least once. Shesrif would love to hammer this down to hoop 2, but if he does that, he'll double tap. So he has to just be sure he makes the hoop. Stainless steel is ultra smooth and difficult to paint. You paint the first and last crossbars blue and red, and sometimes they'll try to paint the other crossbars white to enhance the visibility and prevent tripping over the furniture.
Thank you.
Atkins quadway hoops set in very firm ground are famous for this sort of rejection.
Come on.
But by and large, they're not causing much trouble for these guys, I don't think. Another meddlesome little blocking shot, and at quite a distance that time. And then there's that, and yellow remaining unscathed only through the randomness of golf croquet. And Matthews all set up for another 2 in a row on a odd-numbered hoop. As good as these two are at 80-foot clearances and 60-foot hoops, it's tactical awareness, positional play, and clearances like this that form the core of the game. Center ball leaving the striker ball in a better position than the ball that was cleared. Robert Fulford just won the British Open Golf Croquet Championship. And to quote Chris Clark in his article about it from the Nottingham List, he did it with good positional and tactical play plus consistent 7-yard and less central, gentle clearances to keep his opponents under pressure. Unlike Game 2, there's a lot we can all learn from watching this one. I think he's going to try to promote red over in front of the hoop wired from blue. Probably hit it on the wrong side, but no real harm done. I don't know exactly what Shesrif is thinking here, but he knows that if red sets up, black can handle it. If he sets up with blue, with blue, red's going to clear blue long. So he goes behind the hoop where it's in good defensive position, but red probably won't even bother to clear it. Of the 30 shots it's going to take to make this hoop, that's the only miss. And that cost him the hoop. So, not to dismiss the importance of long, powerful shots in golf croquet, tactics and accuracy can prevail as well. I need to talk to Shesrif about this, but the Egyptians who pioneered the power approach to golf croquet won the first 8 world championships. They've won 1 out of the last 4, though. The last 3 going to Reg Bamford and then Ben Rothman. Both of whom can hit the ball hard, but both of whom, I think, use tactical and positional play to their advantage. That said, if Matthew had cleared black with that double jump shot, that's what folks would have been replaying, not the 30 shots around hoop 4. Over on court 2, that's Ellie Griffith and Priscilla Flowers on their way to the First Flight Doubles Championship. That applause is not for hoop 6, it's for the ladies winning on court 2. A popular outcome indeed.
No, 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 no. Hey. Good shot. Damn it.
This part of the game is like billiards. Where the cue ball ends up is just as important as where the object ball goes. Absolutely lovely shot. Perfectly wired from red. He's going to lose the hoop, so I think Matthew's going to clear black on the outside chance that Shesrif's chances of getting all the way down to hoop 8 are better with black than they are with blue. And Matthew certainly wasn't counting on that, but he knew it might happen because Shesrif is behind and wanted to make 2 hoops on this sequence.
Nice play. Nice play.
Standard ball, accuracy over power. And Matthew gets the potential twofer. Of which Shesrif robs him with first a 50-foot clearance. Followed by, wait for it, a 63-foot hoop shot. And I hate to admit it, but we're going to build a bigger fan base with shots like those last two than the 30 around hoop 4. Matthew uses this positional play a lot, accurate placement on the boundary for a straight line shot at the hoop, but a position from which you cannot be cleared except by an opponent ball on or near the boundary itself. That tactic may be largely defensive, but probably still only works if the player's success rate in a hoop shot from 21 feet is in the 50% range. That was optimistic. How many of you would do this? Blue's the sitting duck for yellow, which unfortunately is the sitting duck for black. So he's going to put yellow back on the boundary where it can still handle blue, and black will have trouble getting it out of there. The real challenge was the deadly accurate shot on yellow. It's not just long, hard shots that set these guys apart. One miss is all it takes. And once again, it's anybody's game. Because black grazed yellow, he's now legally offsides, but a long way from hoop 11. This is an interesting choice. Ordinarily, I think he would clear red, but with black already down on the south boundary, he doesn't want both balls down there. And he had a pretty shallow angle, making that block a realistic option. Everybody's rooting for Shesrif now because they all wanted to go to hoop 13.
Wow, great shot.
Except, of course, for Matthew and his grandmother Becky, who watches all these videos and whom many of you know is an excellent player in her own right.
Jeff.
Why does the court setup have to be so accurate? I think anybody but these two should call a referee for this because of the double tap possibility. Red's in good position to approach 13. Defensive yellow, if he has to clear blue from in front of the hoop, blue's going to have to come back, so won't be in good position for 13. Matthew obviously wants to win it here, but his other priority is to make sure he gets to 13 first if Shesrif ties it up. Check out Clark Croquet for a good discussion of Hoop 12 Tactics in Golf Croquet by Chris Clark. Only at this level do you rely on a center ball clearance from 40 or 50 feet rather than setting up and hoping the other guy misses. And note that yellow is not offsides for 13. lining up a promotion of blue back to 13 by black. Even the best players get confused sometimes. I think statistically Matthew's chance of winning now is about 70%. And that just went up to about 80%. Unless, of course, this promotion is perfect. Shesrif is still alive. I mean, black can handle yellow if blue can get red. And he cleared that ball against Blake Fields in his second game in the semis when blue was back on the boundary. As it should. Game 3 goes to hoop 13, where Matthew Essick, defending champion, wins his second USCA Golf Croquet National Championship in a row. What a display of all facets of the game by both players. I'm going to put these 3 games together in one video and put them up on the USCA YouTube site, and be on the lookout for that. I'll put a link to that YouTube site in the description. In the meantime, subscribe here, hit the notification bell so that you know when more tournament croquet is available. And now the awards ceremony led by Damon Bidencope, the president of the United States Croquet Association. Damon's been a prominent figure in this game for over 45 years. He actually witnessed Neil Spooner winning American Rules games 26-0 in the early 80s at Sonoma-Cutrer. And he made it to the knockout round in this tournament.
Everyone, whoever organized the weather this week, thank you. Enjoyed it. Chamber of Commerce weather. I'd like to say thank you to our 4 venues, Highhampton, Chautauqua Club, Country Club of Sapphire Valley, and here at Highlands Falls, for providing us with 4 world-class venues from which to showcase the event. Part of what we're doing with the USCA and part of what your membership supports is our ability to bring events like this to where people that are playing croquet. Delighted to do it, happy to do it. Thank you all for your hospitality since we've been here. We've had some challenges, ups and downs. But I'd like Jeff Sue to announce the winners, and Adrian Lucky, who's our presenting sponsor. Johan's feeling under the weather, as a few of our players are. But I'd like to thank the Silver Creek Real Estate Group for their presenting sponsorship, Peachtree Hills Place for their role as a development sponsor with the sport, and Peter Coles with PFC Mallets, who very graciously provided some monies for us, which helped this whole event go round. So I'd like to thank them. This event can't happen without this man on my right.
Yeah.
A lot of times in spreadsheets, and now he's become the master crusader. So I'm going to let Jeff announce the winners, and I'll pass the trophies to Adrian, who will present them.
So before we present these trophies, I'd also like to acknowledge the winners of the various plate events. That's a term we use for a consolation event, and I would like to thank Cheryl Bromley and Lori Tarver very much for providing these plates. So in first flight singles, the plate winner is Jack Howard. In first flight doubles, the plate winners are Rick Zazueta and Giancarlo Ruiz. In championship doubles, the plate winners are Billy Harper and Mark Kucharski. And in championship singles, the plate winner, Matt Griffith. We also had another consolation event, the bowl. That was for the players in championship singles who qualified to the knockout, lost in the first round. And the winner of the bowl, and we do have a bowl for this player, is Paul Bennett.
Good job, Paul.
Okay, now on to the main events. In first flight singles, the runner-up, Giancarlo Ruiz.
Yeah! Where is he? Yeah!
There you go.
And the winner of first flight singles, Tamer Hatata.
Yeah. Good job, champ.
Okay, and then now on to the doubles match we just watched here. First flight doubles. The runners up are Scott Spurl and Honor for Wilmoth.
Hey, over here.
And the winners, Ellie Griffith and Priscilla Flowers.
Yeah!
I can zoom in. Here we go. Yay! Yeah, girls!
Ladies Invitational Cup. October.
So in championship doubles, we already presented those trophies on Wednesday, but again, that was runners-up Matthew Essick and Jim Teal, and the winners Kyle and David Malou.
Yeah!
And now on to the championship singles, and that fantastic match you've just seen. Could not have been more exciting, and the level of play was just outstanding. So our runner-up, Shesrif Abdelwahab.
There you go.
Special one.
And our winner, I believe this will be national title number, where are we, 7 total, I think? And a repeat singles winner in this event, Matthew Essick.
All right, stand, everybody.
Put it in there.
Yes, please.
like to thank, I'm kind of going to reiterate what Damon's already said. I just want to thank all 4 venues for the hospitality from all the way from top to bottom. The members at the club, Kevin over at Sapphire Valley, Jim over here at Highland Falls. Those guys really made this possible. A lot of credit goes to Jeff as well for dealing with the logistics of 4 separate venues, 2 separate flights, and a couple sicknesses here and there to add some fire to the mix. So a lot of credit goes to him for making this happen, making it all possible. And thank you guys for coming out, and hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, and what I would like to add, I'd like to add a special thank you for Michael Albert, who's not here with us, to Karen Connolly, who works with Mike closely, obviously, probably gets Michael kept on the right track. Also to Kathy Gamble, and I can't say enough about the wonderful volunteers and the scoreboards here, and the people that have helped us at all the venues. It's made this event possible, so thank you all very much.
Yeah.
Safe travels, everyone.
All right, now where are my sunglasses?